I think I'm all set to go. Cup of coffee in hand. Well, on the desk anyway. How are you doing? Are you all okay? Where are we? Let's have a look at this first of all. The flag is, we've got a bit of breeze from the east. Perfectly clear blue sky. It's 7:30 in the morning. Beautiful sunshine. It's Tuesday, by the way. Is it? Yes, I think so. 4 degrees centigrade. Whoa. 39 Fahrenheit. That is getting a bit chilly willy. 87% humidity. 1028 millibars on the barometer. So we really are getting autumnal now. All right for you lot down under with your summer on the... Every year I say this, don't I? Every year, every spring I say, you've got your winter coming. Every autumn I say, oh, you've got your summer coming. Anyway, let's move on. What have I got written here? Oh, rants.info. Go there and look on the video page. That's rants.info. There's a video that actually Tricia took it. We were on top of a 1930s bus. I think it was 1930s, with the old winding staircase at the back, out in the open. If it's pouring with rain, you get soaked. And we were at the back of the bus, and Trish made a video of this Tramocar. It's a funny little thing. I can't really describe it. You'll see it on the video. That used to go along Worthing seafront, East Worthing to West Worthing and back all day. It just went back and forth. And it was twopence for the ride, 2 old pennies for the ride. Tricia's grandmother, she's passed away now, bless her, but she used to go on the Tramocar. She was telling us about it once, how she went on the Tramocar. So have a look at the video. Also, there's even more. Under the photographs section, go to photos and you will see some buses. It was a bus weekend at Amberley. And they had all sorts of buses there, London buses and all sorts of things there. I've just put a few, I think only about 6 photos on, but have a look. I'm sure people in America will love to see the London, the red buses, the good old London buses. We've still got London buses and they're still red, but they're not proper buses. They're some modern rubbish. They're not smelly old diesel things anymore. I mentioned America because I was looking at the stats the other day for the podcast episodes. 34% of the listeners are in the UK. Only 34%. That's interesting. Lots around the world, everywhere, around the world, everywhere. America, 36%. So America has the most listeners to the podcast episodes, which is interesting. And we're only 34%. There's Australia, New Zealand, Spain. There's everywhere. There was even, where was it? Even some obscure places. No, it wasn't the moon, somewhere or other. 0.05% of the listeners are wherever it was. I'll have to look it up later. Anyway, I hope you enjoy that. rants.info. Go and have a look there. I've just had a quick look. It wasn't some obscure place. It was Russia. 0.04% of the listeners are in Russia. That's funny, isn't it? I've got a couple of shout-outs here. Lee, shout out to you up near... Where are you? Liverpool, is it? Lee, hello to you. Ernie in Somerset. Julia in the Netherlands. And Jeff in Texas. There we are. Got a few more shout-outs. Welcome to all of you. Glad you like the podcast episodes. You've had your shout-out. Any more shout-outs? rants@protonmail.com. Let me know any more shout-outs. Now, I've got a story to tell you in a minute. Where's my list? Here's my list. Oh, I was going to tell you about Fred Dibner. Have you heard of Fred Dibner, the steeplejack chap that is passed away now? He did steeplejacks, chimneys and various things. He was into traction engines, steam engines. I watched a programme the other night, one of his many programmes, highly interesting. He was at an iron foundry. It's closed down now, but an old iron foundry. And there's some old black and white film of when it was all up and running. And he said the workers didn't get their wages at the end of the week. They never got their wages. And I'm thinking, well, that's odd. Why didn't they give the workers their wages? That's a bit strange. He said what it was, there was a pub over the road. The workers in their break would go over to the pub. The reason they didn't get their cash at the end of the week is because it was paid to their wives. How about that? The wives would turn up at the factory gates. They'd go into the office, collect their husband's wages and take the money home. If they paid it to the men, apparently it would all been spent in the pub. And they go home with nothing. So I thought that was funny. They paid the wives instead of the working men themselves. By the way, before I forget, I'm no longer on Facebook or Instagram. I don't know whether any of you follow me on there or what, I don't know. But I've deactivated the account on both Instagram and Facebook fed up with the adverts and things popping up that are nothing to do with me, especially Instagram. Got people popping up. I'm thinking, who's this? Never heard of the person. Don't know what they're doing. Difficult to find what I was looking for. And sometimes Trish would say, have a look on Facebook. There's so-and-so on there. Look, nice picture. Oh, I haven't got it. She's got it. I haven't. I just deleted it all. That's it. Cut off. Can't be bothered with all that nonsense. Right, I want to tell you a story. Was that Dean Martin that used to say that? Or I can't remember who said that. I want to tell you a story. This girl, I'm not going to mention names or anything because I still know her. Trish and I still know her. In the old days, she'd come into the pub on a Friday evening. She was a bit of a hippie, you know, she had beads in her hair and this cardigan thing she wore, all different colours, like psychedelic. Fantastic, because I was a bit of a hippie as well in the old days. And she came in every Friday, part of our group. And one day she got herself a boyfriend as she brought him in. And he seemed a nice enough chap. We're all saying hi, you know, welcome to the club, so to speak. He seemed like a nice chap. He came in every Friday for 2 or 3 weeks. And then one Friday they came in together. And she was wearing a trouser suit. Do you know what the trouser suit's? It's a jacket for women. Trousers, black shoes, blouse, white blouse. Like a business suit, really. And someone said, oh, where you been? You been for an interview? And she said, no. And someone else said, where are you off to? Where are you going? And she said, no, we're only here. We're all thinking it's a bit odd. Because, you know, our friend, our girl, she was a good old hippie. Now she looked like some kind of strange businesswoman. Not that businesswomen are strange, but it just didn't suit her. And they still came in every Friday. Another Friday she wore a jacket and a long skirt, no beads in her hair. She changed completely. It was rather odd. It wasn't only her clothes, though, that had changed. Her character, her personality had changed. She used to be bubbly, always laughing. She was always up for a laugh. And she was quiet, subdued. Just, I don't know, not miserable, just... She changed completely. Her boyfriend was a bit of a bore, really. He wasn't exciting in any way. He wore drab clothes. A couple of times we saw him, he just had trousers, jacket and shirt. We were in jeans and T-shirt. I remember I had my Jimi Hendrix T-shirt, things like that. And he just, I don't know, he didn't fit in with us. And he didn't fit in with her, to be honest. So one Friday she came in on her own. And we were saying, where is he, her boyfriend? Oh, he's doing shift work. It's more money. He'd gone on to shift work, so he couldn't do Friday evenings, which was fine. So we just chatted to her. The following Friday she came in and she had her beads in her hair, on her own again, her hippie cardigan, the cardigan of many colours. And she looked her old self again and she was quite jolly. And he turned up and he didn't look at all happy. He came over and we're saying, oh, hi. And he said to her, he ignored us. He said to her, I told you not to come here on your own. And she said, well, I don't want to sit at home with my parents. Friday evening, I thought I'd pop out. And I told you not to wear those silly clothes. That's her hippie clothes. Of course, we're all sort of, what's the matter with him? Don't like him much. He said, come on, we're going. And she said, well, I haven't had my drink yet. Come on, we're going. He took her arm and led her out of the pub. The following Friday, she turned up on her own in her hippie gear. We wondered what the situation was, but didn't like to ask. And she just came out with it, got rid of him. And of course, we're all cheering. Oh, well done. Oh, yeah, excellent. Well done. She said, I was fed up with him, telling me I can't wear this, I can't wear that. Wouldn't let me go out with my friends. And she had a best girlfriend of hers that she used to see. He stopped me from seeing her. And we're all saying, what? What's the matter with him? What sort of bloke is he then? She said, weird. He's a weird chap. Controlling. He was a control freak. So she dumped him, which was good. All the signs were there. We could see all the signs. She could as well. She tried to go along with it a little bit to please him because she liked him. But wearing the trouser suit, taking the beads out of her hair, it just wasn't her, you know. She was trying to change to please him. I don't think you should change to please someone. What do you think? Raise rants at protonmail.com. I suppose if you've got some really nasty, dirty, bad habits and your new partner doesn't like that, I suppose you could try and change that. But I don't think people should change, do you? This is me. This is who I am. If you don't like me, who I am, well, go away. Yeah, let me know. Raise rants at protonmail.com. That'll do now. I've been talking for 10 minutes and my coffee's gone cold. I shall see you all on Sunday with an hour-long episode, hopefully. Look after yourselves. Hope the weather's kind to you wherever you are. It's going to be nice here, still nice. Be good. If you're bad, don't get caught. And I shall see you on Sunday. Bye-bye for now.